We have found a new member of the Barcelona squad, Money Green. I bet you can guess who that is. A champion from the Golden State Warriors. Our dear friend, Draymond Green, here to see his dear friend.
Absolutely.
Neymar Jr.
Yeah.
You guys have had a lot of fun this year. You were vacationing in Ibiza together. I saw those pictures. What's it like hanging out with Neymar in Europe?
It's amazing. I mean, those guys are stars. Like, we see stars in America, and it's amazing. They are stars on a completely different level over there. It's insane. It's like a huge cult, pretty much.
Like, describe just walking around with him from your perspective, because you experience that to a certain extent here in the States.
Walking around with him, it's impossible. Like, he really can't go anywhere over there. I mean, these fans, or the fans over there, and I'm sure they've traveled here, they're incredible. I mean, the way they treat those guys, and obviously especially him being one of the top on the totem pole, it's a completely different level than I've ever seen in my life.
Draymond, I've covered soccer for 20 years, and a lot of time the sport is viewed by the other sports in not the kindest of light, and I have seen the change the last few years. We spoke to Ndamukong Suh, and he talks about how the NFL players watch soccer and idolize these players, and I see it from the NBA. Have you seen that as well?
Absolutely. I mean, you know, the NBA guys, it even goes as far as you walk into someone's room, Klay Thompson, all these guys, they're playing FIFA all day. It's at a different level. Soccer's growing here in America at a rapid pace. Relevant sports are, you know, really making that happen here. And I say over the next 5 years, you know, soccer is going to take on a completely different life here in America.
What are Neymar and his teammates when you're in Ibiza, what do they say to you about the American game and how it's growing?
You know, we talked a lot about how the American game is growing, and a lot of these guys, they want to build their brand over here because it's a new market for them. You know, these guys for the last 5 to 10 years, they can come over here and no one will know who they are. Within the next 5 years, they'll be bigger than anyone.
As we watch Barcelona take the field, there he is. Your friend Neymar, of course, he has eclipsed all of the headlines during this U.S. tour. Give us a sense of what he's been going through in terms of his decision-making and being ruled by Paris Saint-Germain.
I think it's a tough decision. You know, for him, obviously, PSG is a great opportunity for him to have his own squad and different things of that nature. I know with the money that they're paying, we've all seen it. It's incredible. But, you know, you're playing in Barcelona, one of the best teams in the world, you know, so it's tough. You're winning every year, playing with Messi every day. I mean, it's a different thing. But one thing I know about him is he's one of the biggest competitors I've ever met in my life. And so with whatever decision he makes, he'll take that into consideration.
And some have said that he doesn't want to play in Messi's shadow and let his teammate, Gerard Piqué, told me that he told Neymar, we can be like the Golden State Warriors. We can have superstars and win together. Do you think that Neymar believes that that's possible?
I mean, I think he knows it's possible because they've continued to win. Golden State, I think we're pretty good. But those guys, I mean, they're great. You know, they're winning that in every cup they play in. So, you know, it's a great thing to see. Obviously, we're witnessing history, whether he stays, whether he goes. It's kind of very similar to decisions that LeBron makes.
Right, you see it on that scale. Certainly it is on that scale for soccer fans as this ascendant star who could change the future of a franchise is making a big decision. What factors do you think he's taking into account?
I think he's taking into account, you know, the decision of having his own team. You know, that's big for a competitor, to have your own squad, to propel a squad forward. I think he's taking that into account. Any human being would take the money into account, you know, so that's a big deal as well. But at the end of the day, I think it's just gut feeling. You're going to go with your gut, whatever you feel that is right. That's the decision you'll make. I'm interested in seeing the decision that he makes also.
I want to know real quick, if Golden State Warriors and Neymar stays with Barcelona, make them the Golden State Warriors, does that mean Cristiano Ronaldo is LeBron James?
There we go. Let's go. Come on.
We love to make the comparisons to NBA and soccer because they are almost parallel in a lot of the ways. And we see Kyrie Irving getting out of the light of LeBron James kind of as well with the Neymar situation and Messi.
Cristiano can be LeBron. That's great. I think LeBron is the best player in the world. He's amazing. But Neymar will be Kevin Durant, who's the champ.
Oh,
so we'll go that way.
Yeah!
You knew that was coming.
I was trying to
set him
I
up.
put it up.
Let me ask you a question. Neymar with Messi, can Neymar be the best player in the world as long as he plays on the same team with Messi?
I mean, I think that's tough because you may never get the credit you truly deserve. Now, however, Messi is 30, so, he may be on the descent, on the decline soon. Maybe that takes, into a factor. But when you're talking to a guy like Messi, he's one of the greatest to ever play this game. So it can be tough. However, those guys are great. It's all about winning championships, obviously winning the Confederation Cup and all these different things. So we'll see what happens.
But if he goes to Paris Saint-Germain, so on the upside, he is the man, right? That's his franchise. He'll get all the credit. But if you look at the talent that's around him, certainly it doesn't compare to what's here at Barcelona. So how do you weigh those factors?
Well, I think you definitely have to weigh those things in. But once again, we're talking about LeBron. In 2007, LeBron may have took the worst team we ever seen in the NBA Finals to the Finals. And
you're saying Neymar could do that?
I think he can do that. You look at how talented he is. He changes a game in a heartbeat. And so I always compare people, like y'all say, y'all compare basketball and soccer. Mm-hmm. LeBron is more Cristiano, and Neymar is more Steph. He's the razzle-dazzle. He make you look crazy in a heartbeat. But I think he can really propel the team to the next level. When you look at the Golden State Warriors, Steph propelled us to another level. And I think Neymar can do that as well and win championships.